I was gonna say though, I mean, Sakura is obviously very strong, but I mean, this is like a mystery game, right? I was just thinking, like, obviously it was like Dragon Ball Z logic. She could just kill everyone, bam, bam, kamehameha, punch everyone to death, But like, obviously, in a mystery, I feel like in any kind of mystery story, brute strength does not always like equal like guarantee success. I find. I mean, it's kind of like real life, you could be like super strong, but someone could just still stab you in your sleep, But that's how it works, right? Anyway. Was there? I mean, it's slight spoilers, but like, wasn't there like a scene in Dragon Ball Super or whatever, where even Goku, has the power to destroy an entire planet, probably. I think he got shot one time with a laser gun, pew, and then he died, or maybe not died, but at least got defeated, I guess, or something, kind of like that. That's what I imagine, if Sakura were to like try to kill everybody, at least one person would just like get like a sneak attack, or something. Anyway, that's a big hypothetical situation. Anyway, but first of all, I better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the second floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Nice! The bullet, nice! Right? Hey Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? Did you need something from me? Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, So what do you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Huh? I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No, You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. Okay. So you're inviting me to come with you. You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though. Now then, shall we get started? But we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened, but he became our sidekick, basically. Byakuya's our new waifu, basically. It looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Byakuya. He's our sidekick, He's our, like, Detective Watson. And we're Sherlock Holmes. Is that how it works? Oh, you would think it was the other way around, though. Anyway. Alright, I mean, look at this. This is like a dumbbell. It has blood on it, so... It's a dumbbell on the floor, and this is a blood stain. There's a blood stain on the dumbbell. The Monokuma file said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon? I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Oh, there you go. I'm trying to think. It'd be kind of hard to kill someone like that, but I guess you could. It's not very, wieldy or whatever. Is that the word? Is unwieldy anyway. Let's see. Look at this blood stain. There's a fresh blood stain on the carpet. It must have been splattered with blood during the murder. Look at the message. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. What's the meaning behind it? Bloodlust. Look at this poster. I mean, I guess... Yeah, we are in the men's room? Or are we in the girls' room? Suspicious, but anyway. I remember this poster. Poster's got some blood on it. It must have happened during the murder. Well, then again, we never been to the girls'. I mean, this is the girls' room, right? But we've never been to the girls' room, so... Yeah, anyway. Let's see. Talk to you? Or, well, not talk to you, rather you're dead, but anyway. I just, like, automatically, when I click on a character, I'm like, talk to you, but actually you're dead. Whoops, never mind. I can feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Chihiro's dead body. But the more I look, the more strange it all seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but we're still not sure he did it. Was that what you want to say? I wonder about that. Good. Amazing. Wow. Anything else? I guess talk to the people. Now we talk to people. Girls doing a bikini girl poster. So who's the cultured individual? It's for the girls, you know? She took her time examining Chihiro's corpse. She poked and prodded, going over every inch of the lifeless body. You're a very strange woman, you know. Being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. I mean, you said the same thing about how like a dead body is just a body, you know. But, She seemed to be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't even hear us. Okay. I mean, she likes to touch dead bodies. Everyone's a little strange, I guess, in Danganronpa. If you have time to talk, you have time to start investigating. Okay. I use his locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else, then carried here. She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I still think she came here on her own, by choice. What makes you say that? She's been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? But according to the Monokuma file, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late? Ina and myself were usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. And instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the night. Perhaps. But it's difficult for me to imagine she would come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she also would have come with someone else. It's a possibility, I think. I see. She needed like a spotter, you know? That's how it works, right? I don't know. But she's been avoiding, okay. But you know, the idea that she's been avoiding, you know, Sakura and Asahina for some reason. She wanted to train in secret, but like with someone who she trusted, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, talk to you. Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need to is get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did. Which I guess explains the trip down here. But does she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't all that strong. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. I mean, again, you know... most girls, I guess, aren't really encouraged to be athletic. I don't know, especially in Japanese society, right? But, you know, that doesn't mean that you can't. Anyway, the cause of Chihiro's complex, I can't help wondering what it might be. And again, obviously, the example of freaking Sakura right next to you. You know, you say that, oh, most girls don't want to be strong. Looks at Sakura, like just freaking... Anyway, now I believe it's about time for us to move on. Huh, already? New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. That's true, but... if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. I don't like him. Meh. So this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation. Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? There'll be no video game then. You know? More fun that way. Okay, well, look at this. A bunch of different cool related items on the shelf. Nothing to do with the case though. Look at this lifesaver. Okay, it's a donut. Nothing to do with Chihiro though. Look at this Gatling gun. Maybe this guy was used to. No, impossible. If that was true, Chihiro would be rid of the holes. The surveillance camera? I bet the mastermind's just sitting there and watching. They know what happened, they're still forcing us to go through this. It's for fun. For the thrill, you see. You could at least try and figure out where we should check without my help. Okay, well, I'll check over here. If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right? Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together. Like that. You got from me. Has he been domesticated? It seems that Makoto has a question for you. Sure, what's up? Well, it's just about this card reader. Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You could only enter that locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook. And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct? If there were some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct? Correctly correct. So then, that means only girls can go in the girls' locker room and only boys go in the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means... Hey Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there. As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right? Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer's been in front of you this entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Togami family. So you managed to step out the loophole in the regulations. I asked like a true lawyer. Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore, they're things. Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on. You're saying there's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it, so, So sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together. Get your poop together. Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest your own damn self. Well, I know you're unfortunately lacking in mental faculties, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? I'll help you understand what's going on. Okay. Well, I mean, I know what they're getting at, but I guess they haven't really revealed that, so I'll, keep it to myself. We came to the main hall. So, what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? Okay. Come on! Nope. Alright, what am I looking for? Gotta look at the gate. Hunk of metal blocking the entrance. Some camera guns. And, well, good look at this. There's a mailbox here. Could be something inside? It's a e-handbook. No, wait, there's 3 of them. But what are they doing here? So you finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka. You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did... Sayaka Maizano is dead. You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I reviewed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. Have a flashback that happened literally 20 seconds ago. Okay, so you can't loan it, but you can borrow it, basically. You can, just take it, basically, I see, yeah, now I understand. Is what, they're saying. Hold on a second. What's wrong? That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one who won't turn on must be Leon's, right? It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Yeah, pummeled with baseballs. Yep, That's what happened to him. The memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right. It would be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault. Hey, hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey! What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, and a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did. If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't frickin' break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it wouldn't do crap. But even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does? But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks. And Leon must have broken it somehow, realizing what its weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken. But you might ask, how could that be? I don't know, bye-bye. Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on. Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Okay. Well, we still add as evidence. For now, we don't know how it's relevant, but maybe in the future. Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest to track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite? What do you mean? What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly, I want to review Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. And you really think? You truly believe Genocide Jack's the one that killed Chihiro? Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit in this case. That murderous fiend is Genocide Jack, right? There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. So, could one of us really be a demented psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that will prove it, and I can show it to you. Okay, can you show it to me? Okay, we said the same thing. Oh, okay, and here's a different line. And I have a basis to believe that I assure you Genocide Jack is one of us. Okay, what is it? Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need. Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence is something like that, really? Hey, you too! I don't know who this is. Oh, it's Asina. Big trouble! Need your help! We're busy. Leave us alone. But it's an emergency! Emergency! Come on, please, you gotta help me! What is it? What is it, Asina? It's like one thing after another. This is a serious emergency. Please, please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina? But it's an emergency! An emergency? What happened? Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya? Since it's Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure? Don't make me repeat myself. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure you'd just say no, and that'd be the end of it. Okay, come on, hurry up! Wait for us, Hina. It looks like she's headed to the dorms. To Toko's room, most likely. You're right. Let's go. No. Talk to you? You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. You know, you're like a real athlete, so... So, what's this emergency? Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, she came back to check on her, you know? Or rather, we came back to check on her, you know? To see how she was doing, but when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out. She kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff? We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. Alright. Alright, like Edgeworth, you know? Edgeworth from Phoenix Wright, basically. Hurry up and do it. Okay. I might as well give it a shot. The door swung open slowly and silently. Oh, there she is. Holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gas out of me. Okay. And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time, when I rang a little while ago. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend. It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But I felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door. Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? You know, she's really scared of Genocide Jack, right? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared? It makes sense, she's very paranoid. Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Is there anyone who might be able to persuade her? You could do like a persuasion check? I mean, we know about Toko's like big old crush on this guy, so. Hey Byakuya, you think you could ask her? To come out of her room, I mean. Sure, whatever. Oh, you're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. After a few moments... I think she said her name. Well, you know, in English it's Bakula, but you know, in Japanese, I think she just also, you know, said his. It's weird because in Japanese, they're like they talk to each other and like by saying their last names instead of first names, kind of reverse in the localization. But anyway, like she said his name wrong. Togamida. Not Toga. What would she say? Like Togani or something? Anyway. Again, by the way, you can hear it in Japanese. She's saying genocide show, you know? They localize it to Jack. Weird. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Oh, hold on. Hey Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise? Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But if I say you don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh, yeah, okay, I'll stay here to keep an eye on her. Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya? And I hurried to catch up. That'd be so difficult. I tried to talk to him several times as he walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking towards his destination. You know, he's got somewhere to be. Places to go. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go in. om, 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 om. Is the evidence that proves it was Genocide Jack really in the library? Don't let me say it again. I look at here? There's no point in checking there. We need to find real clues. And where is it? Oh, I don't know. I don't know where it is. I don't know. I don't know. Over here, maybe? Over here, maybe? Okay, fine. I'll go over here. If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right? Well, I didn't know that, actually. Did we ever mention that? I don't know if they did. Because there's that one point in the library, I clicked on the smash letter invitation, first, and we kind of skipped, like, exploring the actual library more further, but anyway. Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here? It all makes sense once you're inside. Whoa, there's so many books and files! And so much dust, too. I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. If you pay attention to your surroundings, you're sure to discover that value for yourself. Okay, well, I just gotta look around, I guess. Look at this. Oh, it's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before. Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. Coins! Wow. Amazing. There's a wooden box and it's empty. Although judging by the smudges in the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. Extension cord, huh? Ah yes, the mystery of the desk lamp and the extension cord was solved. He got it from here, basically. Alright, well, I guess let's start from left to right. This shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Huh. You have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh? That's a report on the presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs he might wind up in for peeking at it. Okay. Without making a sound, I return the file to the shelf. Nope. No presidential assassination, secrets for me. Alright, I guess there's one here and one behind him, but let's look at this, I guess. There's so many files stuff on the shelf. What's in all these things? Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. You mean like members of the Diet or something? Diet? I don't know how to pronounce that, by the way. It's not. I think Diet, is like or Diet or whatever. It's a real building in Japan. Actually, it's basically. I don't know how you would describe it, but like it's basically the government. It's like the White House. I think is what it is. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know how like Japanese politics works, but I think that's what it is. I always see it. I think diet is like diet, as in like you're going on a diet, but no, it's like an actual place. I think it's like the White House or maybe the Senate. Maybe I'm not entirely sure, but anyway. No, not the government. I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. Ah yes, the Illuminati. If you're ready to be disappeared for, take a look. There's some very interesting people in there. The lali lule lo. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. No Illuminati for me. Alright, well, what about over here? It's ton of thick file stuff on the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are photographic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful. What do you mean? All those files are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not that kind of thing you expect to leak. Oh? So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? This entire reason, or the entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right? That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it as a lie. It's not that, it's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put this all together? I suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope's Peak truly wields. Or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this, it's just too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. What do you mean usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple. Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what do you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there's no doubt. Oh, hold on a second. You're saying you've read all these documents and more than once? But all of this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, but not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible? I already told you. There's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. What always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through these reports has always been a hobby of mine, ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf. This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases have been compiled in here. Because there's so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that every crime scene the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in the blood, and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the ones who knew about the particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim? That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple. Occam's razor. Is that what we call it? Occam's razor or whatever? Maybe I'm mistaking it, but there's like a saying where like the simplest solution is actually the most correct. Sometimes it's not super complicated, The culprit isn't a copycat killer, it's the real Genocide Jack. Nani? That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. Then Genocide Jack really is... Such a brutal, fiendish killer really is walking around among us. Every time. Among Us. This game came out before Among Us, right? I think so. So there's no way... I mean, way before, you know, the actual Among Us video game, so... It's just quite a coincidence. Or maybe maybe Among Us is inspired by Danganronpa, you know? Maybe it's the other way around. I don't know, anyway. Probably not. Omoshiroi. Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of a little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to figure out a clue or two. If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Okay. How about no? Becky, about the Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it? Oh, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Alright, time to look at it. Whoa! Bakia handed me the file and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I reached a page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. There you go. Got a bunch of guys. And a bunch of scissors, you know, stab into them. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Issei, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Komasuna Taro, Takefumi Gono, Uchida Naohisa, Takeshi Masumune, Yuto Yumijima. There is no end to it. I also wonder if all these names are references to people working on the game or something. You know, these are like developer names? I don't know. One thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended exactly the same way. And that the scene of every murder, the word bloodlust was left in the victim's own blood. Now take a look at the next page, you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page. Profiling results. All the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder. That's a lot to like extrapolate just from that, but alright. The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. A split personality? Like the kind of thing you see on TV? Well, maybe it's in this video game as well, as it turns out. So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one's way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know, I feel like my mind has gone numb. And I've become so numb. Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anyway, but here, we finish our business here, haven't we? Wait, Byakuya! As usual, Byakuya turned left without another word. I hurried up out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that? Come on. Enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Do you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own. Oh, goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. As quickly as he asked me to join him, he cut me off. At the end, I felt like I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack, he's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out no matter what it takes. And to do that, there's someone I have to go investigate one more time. I have to go back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Alright, I guess we should do that. And so Byakuya just kinda abandoned us like you know, like a lost puppy. I guess to go back to the crime scene, maybe. That's what Naegi said. Go visit the crime scene again, and I said also talk to other people. I don't know who else to talk to though. Like, where else would you talk to? I mean, like, if you need to like talk to them in the halls or whatever. But I guess we'll just go back to the crime scene, which is, I guess, over here. Whoop. Ding ding ding, Hifumi has discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit. Another stat increase for me. Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet. But I guarantee what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs. Are you sure about that? Oh yeah, Miss Lunenburg said she witnessed something worthwhile too. Really? What did she see? She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? It's just kind of like, was that anime? You know, or that manga that got adapted in anime recently? It was Nagatoro or whatever. Never watched it, but there's that very iconic character, I guess, where she like bullies a boy or whatever. Okay, so where is Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorms. She was there, but at the same time, not there. What's it gonna be? Alright. Yeah, we can get, I guess we can talk to her. I mean, let's just go inside the girls again. Let's investigate the crime scene. Double check everything. Wonder if Kill learned anything new, you know? Talk to you first, though. Chihiro's presence was especially weak. Her body and her soul. To target such a helpless being, it's unforgivable. What a wretched beast to do such a thing. I cannot forgive this. Yep, she's powering up, oh no. Anything new of you? I don't know, like a complex about being weak, yeah. Hey Kyokyo, have you made any progress on your investigation? Generally speaking. But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it? Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time. Thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine his whereabouts. That's it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyokyo turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing? That's definitely worth worrying about. Interesting. Check it thoroughly, eh? I mean, it's kind of morbid and also creepy, but like, I mean, you know, that's what you gotta do. You gotta do an autopsy, you know? You gotta like strip them down and like see everything, you know? That's how it works, right? Kyokyo said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. I better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. And Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in kind of crucifix position. Huh? The rope has a plug. Wait, so that this isn't rope at all. But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was a blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. Yes, that's right. There's the issue of her being suspended and the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them together after looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does this all mean? Yeah, it's not exactly, you know, how it looks like in the file, but, you know. Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. Okay, a lot of double checking, you know. Look at something again? I'm not entirely sure what they mean by that. Can go to the pool, by the way? Anything in the pool? Okay, nothing there, I guess. Look at something one more time. No, there's more to check, though. Okay. I can look at the blood again. There's a blood stain on the carpet, only caused by Chihiro's murder. A murder weapon. Blood stain. Yeah, it has to be a murder weapon. Blood loss. Same thing. Look at this again. The big brightest swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too, apart from the stain, I guess. The girls' locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you find something like this. Kinda weird. Yeah, okay, we already saw this. I'm just skip it. Anything else to look at, actually? It doesn't seem like it. I guess I can just talk to these people again. Anything new of you? Same thing? Anything new of you? No? Same thing. Guess that's it. Weird. What else? Yeah. I don't know. Look at the camera. Has been watching as Shiro was killed. Yep. Look at the monitor. Okay, can I leave now? Okay, now I can leave. Okay, I think I was just looking at the poster. Like, that's what it was. I gotta look at something else again. I mean, you can look at it here again. And I went to the boys' room yet. Anything new here? Maybe? Interesting. They did mention how... Well, I guess I won't say it. It might be spoilers. But let's just investigate. I mean, they're hinting towards something anyway, this game. There's a strange stain in the carpet. What is it? Someone pooped here? I don't know. Someone actually pooped their pants here, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, look at this. What's this? Huh, this poster. It's a popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow, it doesn't quite seem to fit in the boys' locker room. Oh, but wait, that reminds me, the poster in the other locker room is... that's right, there's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? Maybe you should go talk to someone who knows a little bit more about the locker rooms. Yeah, strange. How strange. Wonder what that could mean. I I ask, like, that's just like that's what's the word? I think what's the word for, like, you ask a question but you don't really expect an answer. I was gonna theoretical question. That's not right. Hypothetical question. That's not right either. I actually forgot. What's the word for that actually? It's bugging me now. It's bugging me. It's bugging me. I have to look it up right now. Google. A question you ask, but you don't expect an answer. A rhetorical question. That's what it was. A rhetorical question. Anyway, that's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, let's see. Know about the locker rooms. Sakura, do you know about locker rooms? You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura? I've used it nearly every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and the girls' locker rooms could have been switched? Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters. I see. But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. Yeah, protein coffee? In the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee, down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and I left a stain. A stain? But I don't see any stain on the carpet now. Exactly. I noticed it earlier. The stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. But still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with. Disappearing stain, you say? How interesting. Of course. Anything new of you? Same thing. Okay, you keep saying same thing. Blood stain, alright. I guess that's it. I think that's it. We can double check. Well, I mean... We already checked the boys' room, right? So I think that's good. Unless I have to check it again, I'm not sure. But I think we did already. So all we need now is to, I guess, go find, maybe... Celestia Ludenberg? go find her. Oh, hey, what's up? Ishimaru? Kiyotaka Ishimaru? Maybe we should have confessed our embarrassing secrets after all. You know, yeah, we could have done that, but oh well. Damn it! I'm sorry, Chihiro. It's all because I wasn't strong enough. Cry. I'm home. Again, I keep saying it, but music is great. I love it. Makes me all pumped up to do some investigating. Talk to you, Celestia. Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case? I knew you were gonna ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then you did find something. Very well, I will tell you and only you. Last night, I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What, really? This is right before nighttime. Ah, look at her. Look at her, Chihiro. You know, back when she was alive and not dead. She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone. I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this ever would have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose. That's so cold, Celeste. So apparently, she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there's no trace of the track jacket or duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying. Which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Oh, we got her testimony though. Her witness account. Guess that's it for now. I don't know, I guess I just look at the rooms. I mean, I could just go to the library again. I guess we can go back to the library. That's another thing we can do. Naegi also did mention to like, go back to the library and, you know, check the thing. Look at this though. Now look at this extension cord. It was mentioned the extension cord. Is there an clue here? Guess not. Look at the extension cord. Come on. Actually, you know, now that I look at it, it is missing. Look at that. It's missing. Yeah, the extension cord right there. Lamp will turn on. Oh, I see. It's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach an outlet from here, but last time I saw it was definitely on, and it was definitely right here. Oh, that's right. Byakuya was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord over here right now. I wonder if... If what, Naegi? Well, I guess we're not going to talk about that. Now let's go back here and check the file, maybe. I don't know how, like, where the file exactly is. Desk lamp. Yeah. We look at this box again. I don't know if it's any important. No, it's just a box of extension cord. I want to take another look at the Genocide Jack's case file. I know it's around here somewhere. It's gone! Someone take it out of the archive? But the only one who would do something like that, I can't think of anyone but Byakuya. Oh, well... Someone took it, I guess. Where is he? If he took it, then where the frick is he? Beam, beam, bam. Oh, that. Can I look at the transcript, by the way? How do you activate the transcript? Actually, I already forgot. It doesn't say. Oh, well, whatever. Because I want to remember what Kyokyo said. I think Kyokyo said, like, check the body, which we did. We thoroughly checked the body. And something else? Can't remember what it was. Like finding her, or finding Chihiro's, like, e-handbook? Is that what you said? I can't remember now. I mean, we kind of looked everywhere. Alright, time to look around. Where should we go? I mean, I guess check the dining area as well. Hello? There's Asahina. Oh, hi, Hina. How's Toko doing? Same as before, she won't come out. She keeps mumbling something about Genocide Jack. So I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimmy. I was getting pretty hungry. Oh, but don't worry, I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut, of course. A donut. Of course? There are two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was one big regret. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Oh, you love it when Ao goes like that? Yeah, she does the face, I guess. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with? Yeah, she was a little strange. Didn't really hang out with any of the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused. Yep, it's true, and it wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from the other girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Is it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex, but totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh wait, maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You know, maybe she has like a big harem of, you know, boys. You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. I mean, you never know. Maybe she's got a lot of boyfriends. No, oh, there you go. I guess that was it. That was the one thing we had to do. Okay. I didn't even think about it, but I guess just talk to Asahina randomly in the dining hall. Just gotta make sure you gotta get that donut lore, you know, where she eats a donut. Alright. Class trial number 2! The greatly anticipated class trial. Oh, boop, boop, boop. Begin the class trial, or it's about to begin. The red door is right through here. Nah, let's just go home. No, well, we can't go home. That's kind of the whole point of the game. You know, the entire premise is that we can't go home. So... Ahem, so is everyone ready to... what? Am I blind? Or are we missing someone? Yeah, Toko's not here. And Toko is... who? You really don't remember? Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time. Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her out here kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please. And just like he said a few minutes later, he reappeared dragging Toko behind him. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you drag a girl around. Terrible. You're terrible. I like the noises she makes. So now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle on to the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there. So, should we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. Who could it be? Who could it be? Let's talk to everyone first. Talk to you. You ready? We doing this? I will uncover the villain who performed such heinous acts on a weaker individual. You know? I feel like Sakura is a Segi no Mikata, you know? Bullying the weak? That's a no-go. Shall we begin? I don't know why the killer did what they did, but I'm sure it'll work itself out. Justice always prevails, right, bro? Miss Fujisaki, I must admit, for being 3D, she was quite remarkable. Of course, just the idea by 3D makes me cringe. Okay. Fucking Toko, man. What's got her so worked up? Screaming. Just screaming. That's her dialogue, screaming. There's something odd about Toko's behavior. I do not think mere shock is enough to explain it. I guess I wasn't much help at all on this one. Like literally okay. I gave you plenty to work with. Show us how far your logic can take you. Good. Alright, I guess that's it. We talked to everybody. Got our, you know... We got our preparation all ready to go, and so... We have no choice, right? We have to do this. Yes. Just yes. I gave a small nod in reply. With one last deep breath, I walked toward the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper to the ground. As we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation. Until finally, it came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated. Is this so fresh? Is this so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good. You're ready to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. Okay then, let's get this show on the road. Everyone, please find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly death, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly game, a deadly trial, a deadly class trial, deadly death, deadly, a deadly life, a deadly. Anyway. Save the game. Alright, there you go. Alright. Time to do the trial of Chapter 2 and find out who killed sweet Chihiro. You know, who could have done such a thing to such a small little girl, you know? I guess we'll see.